The People's United Party is recommending that Belizeans vote no to the I.C.J. The recommendation comes after P.U.P leader John Briceño held consultations in all 31 constituencies. Briceño today launched the People's Declaration.
The People's United Party recalls the party's proud history of defending the rights of the Belizean people to self-determination and successfully leading Belize to political independence with all our territory intact as defined by the 1859 treaty. Deplores Guatemala's refusal to accept the integrity of the long-established Belizean borders and its insistence on maintaining its unfounded claim to Belizean territory. Respects the sacred right of the Belizean people to decide whether or not we should submit the unfounded claim by Guatemala to Belizean territory to the International Court of Justice for final adjudication. Convinced that the Belizean people, as a matter of conscience, should exercise their right to decide on this issue, free from fear-mongering and on the basis of informed consent, which can only be achieved after an open, balanced, and comprehensive education campaign. Strongly condemns the mismanagement of Belize-Guatemala relations by the borough administration and the continued incompetence of Foreign Minister Wilfred Sedi Elrington, especially in relation to activities along our borders, including the government's failure to negotiate a protocol on the Sarstoon. Having duly considered all aspects of the education campaign, the state of unreadiness for the I.C.J. referendum scheduled for the 10th April 2019, and the majority no position of party supporters.
And with that, opposition leader declared that its decision whether or not to submit the Guatemala claim to Belizean territory for final adjudication is a national issue that should only be submitted to a referendum after a balanced, fully resourced, and comprehensive education campaign, and that the current education campaign being conducted by the government of Belize is disorganized, underfinanced, and not sufficiently balanced. Briceño then made several demands, including the immediate removal of Wilfred Elrington as Minister of Foreign Affairs.
That the education campaign be redesigned, managed, and implemented by a well-resourced, independent referendum commission. 4, that A, the Referendum Act be amended to make the results of all referenda binding. B, the Maritime Areas Act be amended to claim for Belize the full extent of rights under international law. C, the Representation of the People Act be amended to allow Belizeans abroad to vote in the Belize-Guatemala I.C.J. referendum and to guarantee the integrity of the voting and counting of ballots in the I.C.J. referendum. And D, that the current legal opinion be revised and updated to include the latest information and developments on the territorial and maritime claim, and that the updated opinion be widely circulated. 5, that the backlog at the Vital Statistics Office, which is being caused due to political interference and mismanagement, be cleared up so that Belizeans applying for their documents can receive them in a timely manner, and that immediate action be taken to ensure equal access and treatment be given to all Belizeans. 6, that all persons who have satisfied the requirements for registration as electors be allowed to vote in an I.C.J. referendum. 7, the immediate removal of Wilfred Sedi Elrington as Foreign Minister.
Briceño says that the P.U.P will, quote, remain vigilant and proactive in defending national interests at this critical time in the history of Belize, end quote. Hipolito, Novelo, News 5.